Welcome to Hammer and Nails with Skip and Allison Bedell.
Thank you so much.
Here we are, and here you guys are,
Listen
and
to
we're
how
back.
everybody's clapping for me.
It's all you. It's always you.
Yes, welcome everybody.
You get all the love.
Welcome to Hammer and Nails podcast. As you know, you're listening to hear me, Allison Bedell.
Just you. And every once in a while,
And the
me
other
too.
guy.
Yeah, oh yeah, and there's the other guy too. And I'm Skip Bedell, and thanks for coming back to Hammer and Nails podcast. We want to welcome you back on this Tip Tuesday.
Tip Tuesday!
Yeah, it's Tip Tuesday.
Love Tip Tuesday.
Tip Tuesday!
How y'all doing out there?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm
Really?
doing good.
You
yeah.
look like you're falling apart
No.
from a long day of work.
It was a very long day of work, yeah. A lot of work on a bunch of different projects, but I got everything done, which is good. And I even added a couple of new ones that I wasn't even planning on doing.
How exciting.
Yeah. So it was actually a pretty productive day.
Oh.
And I have a incredibly screwed up lower back to prove it.
Yeah. Thank you for mowing the lawn.
Yeah, doing everything.
So we wanted to wish a belated Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. We had a very
Yo,
nice...
mama,
we had a very nice Mother's Day. We went to a restaurant that we had never been to before. There's only one in New York, actually, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought you said it was a chain.
It is a chain, but there's only one on Long Island.
All right. It's just not a chain here.
It's called Bahama Breeze, and I was reading the reviews. Everybody really loved it, and it's like when you walk in there, it feels like when you're on vacation on an island and you go out for dinner. It feels like that.
Yeah, they got the guy playing like the steel drums and the reggae music and
the decor.
And the whole atmosphere in the whole place feels like you're on vacation, right?
Yeah, and the menu was really good. They had a huge selection of cool tropical drinks and mixed drinks and stuff.
Right.
So
the only
it was
thing
good.
missing was like the waiters and waitresses being like, "Yeah, man, everything cool, man."
Yeah,
Instead, it was like, "Oh my God, you should totally try this on the menu." It's like so awesome.
Yeah, but she was very nice, actually.
Yeah.
The wait and they had gotten a lot of compliments on their wait staff, and she was very nice and attentive,
Yeah, they were
and
very
friendly.
good.
Yeah, she was really good. I had a drink called the Painkiller, and that was orange juice, coconut, pineapple, with some rum and nutmeg on the top.
Yeah.
So it looked like it was a white beverage with the little sprinkles of the nutmeg on top. So I'm guessing it was a lot of, or a good amount of the coconut milk or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And it was de-fucking-licious.
De-fucking-licious.
Yeah.
Everything, like all the Caribbean style, like, drinks that you get when you're on vacation.
It tasted just like vacation.
From the pina coladas to the margaritas to the
what?
daiquiris and all that stuff. It's all like, they're all good because it's like all sugar and it's like a gazillion calories.
Don't remind me. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it. Now I'm regretting it.
Yeah, well, all right. Just saying.
We ate so much because we had gotten the table full of appetizers. If you guys live near one of those places and you haven't been, I would suggest you go check that.
Definitely
out.
good food.
So good.
And I was really surprised that you didn't even know what conch was, or
No.
conch or conch, however you pronounce it. You've been on a million vacations, like down,
Caribbean,
south of the border, and that way, and cruises and all that stuff. And that's like a main staple in their diet down there. That's like, for those of you who don't know what a conch is, it's like, the giant seashells that you see in like a gift shop. They're like huge. They're like the size
the ones
of
you put to your ear.
like yeah. They're like the size of a soccer ball. They're just massive.
Right.
So you can imagine like a huge monster-sized snail coming out of this thing, which is pretty much what's in there. It's like some sort of sea creature.
That sounds really disgusting.
Yeah, but that's
It tasted okay though.
It's actually really good. It's actually a really good shellfish type of meat, kind of like a scallopy type of meat, and they make everything out of it. They make like stew and fritters and all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, we had that.
Yeah,
that was good.
Speaking of Mother's Day, I had put a
Yo,
lot.
mama.
Yo, mama. I had put a lot of Mother's Day gift suggestions on the last episode summary with links to some cool stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
found some, you guys should just go look to check it out to see if you just want to order some of this stuff for yourself. since it's already past Mother's Day, because I actually found some cool stuff that's like unique. Stuff that's good that you would want to have. It's stuff that I have.
It's like stuff you got to have.
It's stuff you have to have. I have it, and it's cool stuff, and it was good gift ideas. So you should just check it out anyway. It was the episode titled "Did You Have to Let It Linger?"
Yeah.
Which was in reference to my coworker's fart that I walked into.
Smell it. Smell it.
Yeah. I was just cruising the internet before, and I'm getting like really fed up with some of these.
Were you perusing?
I was perusing, and I'm seeing. I'm always on TMZ, and I like the entertainment stuff, Page 6, Daily News kind of thing, and I noticed that all those stories that I was telling you about that you see at the bottom of the page that you click on. Now that I'm like looking at them more, and after that whole shit experience that we had with that fucking asshole Looper site with their bullshit story filled with misinformation that they never researched.
Right.
So now I'm like actually paying closer attention to what these stories are, and I'm noticing that the majority of them are mean-spirited things to like catch your eye so that you can look at a variety of celebrities and just be critical of everybody.
Right.
Like there was just...
It's all about the clicks, by the way. Right?
Yes.
So that's it. It's like anything that's going to catch your eye in like one sentence, because you only see like the headline of what it is just to make you click on it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's all they really care about. Like you get the click because they're selling advertising space based upon the number of clicks they get.
Yeah. So one of the titles was "Warning: These celebrities did not age gracefully."
Come on, man.
And it's.
I'm going to be on there in a couple of months.
And I looked at some of them out of curiosity, of course, and the more I looked at, the more disgusted with the person who wrote it I was becoming, because it was, first of all, they're showing a picture of like 23-year-old, what the fuck's his name? Oh my God. Fuck. Young celebrities in their prime, and then them like 30 years later. It's like people aren't going to keep their thin frame and six-pack, and people age.
Yeah.
It's natural for you to get older and gain some weight, and your hair will start to change. It's like, why you're going to point out somebody's naturally like aging process and criticize them for it?
Yeah, but then like, God forbid anyone comes out with a story.
Val Kilmer, because his face was like the size of a watermelon. And so, like, but back in the day, he was like, in the 80s.
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he was, but and people get older and they gain weight and they change. But
what happened to him? Is he doing anything lately? I haven't seen him in.
I haven't seen him in anything. I don't know.
He did some cool action stuff, right? With like John Travolta and like all sorts of different.
Yeah.
Always like pretty cool movies.
And and they said something like, who is the guy in The Godfather? My memory is just shit. It fucking pisses me off. My memory sucks. I swear to God, it's a problem. It's a really big fucking problem.
Which guy are we talking about?
Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
And the comment.
Pacino,
I'm sorry, Marlon Brando. And the comment underneath his old picture with him being heavy was, well, like, you deserve the right to be a fat slob. Like, fuck you, author of asshole article.
Right.
It was like, not only were they showing people, it was like being critical. And some of the people looked good. They showed Goldie Hawn. Like, Goldie Hawn looks amazing in her 60s. What are you going to show like she's not aging gracefully?
So here's the thing. The next article will be like, all of these celebrities got tons of plastic surgery. So it's like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? So like, you let yourself go a little bit and you don't like spend a fortune.
They were finding like the worst pictures ever taken of some of these people and showing those pictures, and a lot of them weren't even current because some of the people look very different now than even their after picture.
You just reminded me of something. When I went and did that home show recently, couple weeks ago at Hofstra in Nassau, and I had a friend of mine show up there who I haven't seen in 20 years,
Yeah.
who's a photographer, was my neighbor as well, and took a lot of photography of me over the years in bodybuilding competitions and all kinds of stuff. And he brought us some pictures pictures that I remember from 30 years ago, but you had never seen.
Right.
So you saw pictures of me at like a very young age, like when I first started competing in some of these natural bodybuilding shows at like 17 to like 18, 19. And it occurred to me that it's been exactly 30 years since those pictures were taken. Mm-hmm. So I was like, wouldn't it be interesting if I were to go for another photo session and
stand in the same poses?
The same poses, in the same banana hammock. And see what it all looks like 30 years later.
Well, I think you're much more handsome now.
Wow, really?
Absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. I mean, nobody's body's going to be the same.
I think I held up pretty good, though. I mean, you know.
Absolutely you did. But, like, you know, we're human. It's normal to not stay the same
here's the other
as
side
when you're
of that,
20.
though. I actually blew out, like, you know, like
we both did.
For a couple of years there. I gained, like, tons of weight. I think I actually wanted to, because I'd always been like ripped and in shape my whole life, and I'm just like, fuck it. And I was so busy with work and eating like, you know, 3 or 4 meals a day and through drive-through and like fast food and stuff. I was like, you know what, I don't care. So I just packed on a bunch of weight, and I think
that should have been your after picture.
I think more just to like see what it would be like, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I've been gaining weight as well.
And I totally did.
I'm gaining weight now.
No, but you don't look like it though. No, but I'm talking like, you know, significant weight, you know, like 50, 60 pounds.
I think it's my medication.
And then took it all off again.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I did it to that too. I got big and then I took it all off.
Yeah. So
I go up and down and up and down, but
so
I went seriously up in my 20s.
It's almost like I want to get back to that. You know, I want to be.
It's physically impossible for you to be that.
Yeah, but I can try to get close.
All right. Well, good luck spending your entire life devoted to working out and cardio.
Well, no, but I mean,
that's what you have to do at this age to get anything like that.
True. It's 30 years ago. Your body definitely changes.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Not to mention, you have to work and you have a life, and who's got the time to do that all day?
True. All right, but you know, it's still it's like, you know, it's a goal. I could still try to get. It would be interesting to see what it would look like anyway. Right?
People who look like that, like, you know, in their late 40s and 50s. That's because they're either like loaded or they don't have anything else to do because they're at the gym all fucking day.
Right.
So you better hope that you work at the gym. Because you need to be making money while you're busy trying to make yourself look great for I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Well, for yourself. I mean, you know, look good for you. Who else do you want to do it for, right? You got to feel good.
True. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not like willing to like spend all day, every day worried about it.
No. Some people take more than others.
Whatever.
She's like, whatever.
Did you hear about Ozzy and Sharon?
No. Oh, no. Fill me in.
He's been cheating on her with some
hairstylists.
Come on.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
no.
Yep. He moved out the house. And,
oh, what?
Yeah. And in 2013, they were on the rocks because he had relapsed, and she stayed with him through all this bullshit, and they've been together 33 years.
Wow.
And yeah, he's been found out that he's been cheating on her.
Who's cheating with Ozzy?
That's what I'm wondering. She must be mentally disabled.
Who's fucking Ozzy?
Who the fucking understand Ozzy? The fuck?
He's like babbling sweet nothings into your ear.
Exactly, nothing.
It's not whispering.
Babbling.
It's not whispering. It's babbling.
Yeah, it's like, really, what's the attraction?
I have to tell you though, I love that show. Like when they had the Osbournes, you know, like that whole reality show. Like they were kind of like on like the upswing of the whole reality trend. You know, like they were one of the original like really great reality shows that everybody started watching.
I never watched it. I've seen a couple episodes. I remember with the dog shitting all over the house.
Yeah, it was definitely a good show. Very entertaining. Ozzy's like really entertaining. Just like him off the stage, him just like walking around every day. Ozzy is like just it's a fucking comedy show.
Yeah, well,
the stuff that comes out of his mouth. Yeah.
So Howard was talking about it this morning also because he's friends with Sharon.
Right.
But he also knows Ozzy because he's had him as a guest on the show. And then he got into the whole thing with Rebecca Romaine and John Stamos. He's friends with them, and then they split up. And it was like that whole topic of who do you stay friends with? Like, what happens when your friends break up? And do you pick a side? Do you sometimes you feel like you have to pick a side because they kind of make you, like they don't want to be friends with you if you still talk to the other one. It's like, that's a rough situation even for the friends who you have, because you usually end up taking some with you and losing some.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you're outside of this situation, you got to stick by your friend, that you originally, usually you're friends with one of them and you get introduced to the other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to know that maybe there's more to the story, or it just wasn't working out, or they weren't happy. So I mean, a good friend is going to stick by their friend.
Yeah. Well,
unless of course your good friend is the person that he's banging is your wife, and then you might not want to stick with your friend.
Right.
Then you might want to beat your friend down.
Yeah. There's, the people that live down our.
Somebody's banging your wife. That's not good, especially when you're good friends, right?
Well, yeah, that happens all the time.
I know.
The people down the street from us, apparently the husband wasn't very nice to the wife, and they were both friends with the next door neighbor. And so that person was put in a position like, which one do I stay friends with? Like, the husband's calling me and wants to talk because he's upset. But meanwhile, he had treated the wife poorly, and she's friends with the wife. So it's like, like, which one do you pick one? And I said, what's going to happen?
Well, one of them's being shitty to the other one.
Yeah, then you pick the one who is, because it's like, you don't want to get involved. It's not your business. But on the other hand, if it's going to hurt your friend's feelings that you are, because sometimes, like when people try to stay neutral, it's like, it almost makes you feel like they're being disloyal. Right. In a way, like I had a friend who treated me shitty.
You back you. You want like your friend to have your back.
Yeah, I had a friend who treated me shitty. Actually, you know who this when we first got together. Remember, I had like my couple of coworkers that I would friendly with, right. And one of them, once I started dating you, it was almost like because she's like incessantly single, she got all of a sudden it was like. She turned into another person. She wasn't wanting to hang out with me anymore. She wasn't reaching out. She wasn't wanting to talk. And once I got transferred to the other office, it was like we didn't even know each other.
She was just pissed because she missed her big shot. She missed her chance because she thought that maybe she was next in line. Because she knows you like the ladies, and all of a sudden some dude comes into the picture.
No.
She's like, what?
No.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I've been waiting for years.
No.
That ass was supposed to be mine.
No, that wasn't it at all. But what pissed me off was that our other friend, who was my friend, the fact that she then, because I used to be partners with this other person, and then the fact that this other person stayed friends with her.
Too much drama.
Hurt me for years, though. Like, it bothered me because it's like, you know what? That fucking girl treated me like shit. She totally betrayed my friendship. She turned into a total douche for no reason. And now, but this one's staying friends with her.
Douche.
Yeah. It's like, it's a sticky situation.
That's a funny word, right? Douche.
Not really.
I just think it's funny. I like calling people douche.
Okay.
Douchebag.
Yeah.
Douche-tard. Douche.
So when I got with you, remember my friends, I was friends with Gloria. She stopped being friends with me.
Yeah.
But then again, it's because she's one of those lesbians that is like doesn't want to be friends with people who are with men, or she's
a man hater.
Yeah, that kind of that bothered me that she would do that, because when she and her girlfriend broke up because her girlfriend cheated on her, I was very supportive, and I stayed her friend, and I didn't talk to the other one because, it was like, well, she cheated on you, and, and I felt kind of funny staying friends with both of them.
Yeah, that whole friend situation can get a little sticky. I'm sure everybody knows what we're talking about. Like when you have a friend that, like, is seeing like someone or another friend of yours, and then they break up. It's like, yeah, what do you do, right?
Yeah, and Howard was like once saying like, well, I'm not going to not talk to Ozzy anymore because he wants to have him on the show.
Well, yeah.
But he's also good friends with Sharon.
So who's rating higher, Sharon or Ozzy?
But Sharon is his
Howard's
friend.
Howard's thinking, man, like I'm going to be like blowing like two good guests.
No,
here.
but Sharon's his friend, but he doesn't want to not have Ozzy. So he's like, it's uncomfortable because, you want to maintain a relationship with both of them. Right. So it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah.
So there you go.
So Ozzy and Sharon, Splitsville.
Ozzy and Sharon. I can't even believe that. They've been together forever. Wow.
Yes, 33 years.
Wow.
There was an Invicta fight this past weekend.
Nice.
The Invicta, you can explain what it is?
Invicta is part of the UFC. It's shown on the UFC channel, and it's another division of their fighting. So
yeah, so there's a women's.
In fact, Cyborg has been fighting in Invicta. She's been coming up through Invicta, and now she's actually fighting UFC.
Yeah, that's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So there was a fight this past weekend, and there's this fighter, Tanya Evinger, who won. She is known for puking after her fight.
Oh.
And so then she got interviewed.
I haven't heard about that.
She gets interviewed by a female reporter, and after she was done being interviewed and she's on camera, kisses the reporter. Which is okay. So you're a lesbian and you kiss the reporter,
Kiss
and it was
like on the mouth?
Yes. Turned out that they're friends in real life. And it was like a prank, like a joke or whatever. But but she kissed her on TV. But the thing that bothered me the most was she kissed her after she puked.
Oh, no.
That's gross.
No, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really disgusting. Yeah. Oh my God.
I remember when I was like a teenager and went to some party, like house party or something, kids are all like drinking beers and whatever they're doing. And I remember seeing this girl that was totally outside, like in the backyard, just throwing up like outside, Worked her way back into the party and just started making out with this dude that I know that I didn't like at all. And I was watching, I was like, ah.
Oh, man.
I just remember thinking it's so nasty, and like he had no idea. And he was like all into it. She's like grabbing the back of his head, and he's like grabbing her ass. And I'm like, yeah, you get it, man.
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
That's disgusting.
I have to
blowing chunks.
I have to show you this video. Sorry. There is a video online. A guy puts a corn on the cob on a drill.
Oh, I saw that. Was it like an Asian kid?
The guy eating the corn?
Yeah, and he like rips all the corn off and like spraying up in his face and shit.
Yes, but this video. Watch this chick.
Oh.
Now she's eating the corn with the drill.
Oh.
Watch, look. Her hair got caught up in the drill.
My God.
And it scalped her on the top of her head.
Holy crap.
A bald spot on the top of her head.
Oh, my God.
It's the fucking corn on the cob and the drill.
Oh, my God. It ripped out. So she tried to copy this kid. Yeah,
Yes.
that's the video I saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
She tried to copy the kid, and her hair got caught in the drill.
It's like a circle of like about 5 centimeters, or no, maybe inches. It's a big fucking circle.
It's like a baseball-sized patch.
Yeah, a baseball-sized patch of baldness right on the top of her head.
Oh, my God.
That was shocking, right?
How'd that feel?
Yeah, so while it looks really cool to eat your corn on the cob with a drill, you might want to keep that one in mind.
That is great.
Yeah, pull your hair back in a ponytail.
All these copycat, people that are doing stuff they see on the internet and videos, and they try it out
There's
themselves.
so many things that can go wrong with that.
Wannabe jackass videos out there that these kids wind up in the hospital.
Yeah, maybe like a corn on the cob too. It's like if you push it at a certain angle, you can even like drill through the corn possibly and end up with the drill bit on your mouth or your tooth. You know what I mean? Like you can just fuck yourself up in so many ways with that ridiculousness.
Totally.
Yeah, that's like really fucking stupid. I thought you would love that.
That is great.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. You got any more that you can show me? That was great.
You weren't expecting to see that bald scalp.
No. Power tool mishaps.
Yes.
Power tools can definitely mess you up, man. It's not something to be played with. Even like a cordless drill like that.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example of what can go wrong.
Yes. There is a big to-do on the internet also about this video there's a baby that the mother is trying to teach the baby how to float in the water. And it's like very controversial right now because people are saying like that there's a lot, both sides, people are saying that this woman's really fucked up for letting her baby be in the water like this.
Let me see.
So the baby is, she puts a flip-flop in front of her. Okay, it's coming up on the iPad. This iPad is slow. So she throws a flip-flop in the water in front of the baby, and the baby's trying to reach it, and then the baby dives for it.
So the baby is going to dive in after the flip. She's like baiting the baby.
Yeah.
Like getting him to jump in the water.
Yes. What the fuck with this fucking fuck? Okay, well, I can't get it up on this fucking iPad to play.
You can't get it up.
So what happens is the baby...
That's not what you want to hear your wife say.
Ah.
Yeah, I can't get it up.
So this baby goes after this flip-flop, and she's under the water, and then she rolls over, and she makes herself float on the top of the water, and her face is out, and she's floating on her back on the water. And she doesn't look like she's in distress. She's not crying. She doesn't have a face on like, what the fuck. Like, the baby just looks very calm and is floating. No big deal.
Right.
And she lets her float there a couple of minutes, and then she goes and gets her. And people are, like, losing their mind thinking that it was fucked up for her letting the baby be in the water, under the water.
You got me wanting to see the video because, you really have to make that assessment for yourself, right, to see it.
Yes. I mean, I can bring it up on my phone to show you.
Yeah, cue it up. Let me check this thing out.
Okay, hang on.
I got to see this baby.
I'm sure it'll work on my phone. Fucking commercial. It's like, why can't anything work?
You finally get it to queue up and then the commercial comes on.
Stupid fucking
That's
commercial.
awesome.
Oh, my God. Okay, here we go. They're only going to show some of it. And that's what it is. And then look at her floating. She's not doing anything. She's not struggling.
Is that like a floaty on or something?
No, that's her outfit. Now, what was vital information for this video was that the woman, the mother of this baby, had a 2.5-year-old drown previously.
Oh, God.
In the past, which is why she wants her baby to learn how to float, to save herself.
Yeah, but that could be like a double-edged sword also, because all the people out there that are hating on this video right now are going to say, well, it's your fault the baby drowned. Didn't you learn the first time?
No, this she's not going to leave this baby alone. The point is that should something ever happen, the kid will know how to swim.
So the first baby fell in like
They fell off of a dock somewhere and drowned.
Okay.
I don't know what the circumstances around it was, but she's
it wasn't
there.
In a pool. It wasn't in a pool trying to chase a flip-flop.
No. So, she's teaching her baby, and she has another kid that's a little older than this one, also, same thing. And the kids know how to float in the water and not drown.
Right.
And she's doing this because she had a kid who died that way, and she's going to kick herself for the rest of her life that she didn't teach them how to swim. So,
I think teaching your kids how to swim is a great thing. There are a lot of great...
the kid wasn't swimming. The kid was floating.
Yeah, there are a lot of great, accredited classes out there, that Safety Swim and all these different programs that teach very young kids, even babies like that, how to swim, with instructors the right way. So, maybe that's something that if she's really wanting to do that, maybe she can do it, with that way,
I don't know that whatever she's doing is a problem at all. Obviously the kid seems to be fine. Kids are living in water in your belly before they're born.
Yeah, and that's also
and they're not afraid of it.
That's also before they have to breathe oxygen.
But you learn the fear from people telling you that something is scary. If she's able to turn herself over.
I've heard that people say that many times. Well, yeah, but the kids you're born coming out of water and you spend the first 9 months of your life in water. That's before you took your first breath. once you come out of there and you're breathing air, that
kid didn't look traumatized at all.
bets are off.
Wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want your baby to be just like that?
Of course, yeah. No, I think it's great that she's teaching a baby how to swim. I just think that it should be done under safe conditions and done the right way. So yeah, as long as the kid's not getting hurt, then hey, more power to her.
Yeah, it wasn't like she threw the kid in the pool and went inside and got a soda.
Okay, so people are freaking out on the internet. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah. There's people just both sides of the thing, but
pretty much like when Michael Jackson had little blanket flying over the railing.
well, there's no excuse for that bullshit. That was just ridiculous.
Look, blanket can fly, blanket.
So stupid. The federal government is suing North Carolina over the transgender bathroom law that they put into place.
Oh boy!
Because
Here we go.
They're trying to say it violates civil rights, and so there's a thing going on now with this, and now North Carolina is suing the government back because they want a court to decide, not the government. So
the feds are suing the state of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Saying that they're trying to impose a law that is not violating civil rights. So meanwhile, I think that's a really big deal that the federal government is actually making a stand for equality against discrimination.
Yeah.
I'm actually proud of that.
I would say it does come a long way. Yeah. It's definitely come a long way that they're actually, looking to take the whole thing to court and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. But like I said,
the Fed suing the state. That's that's big.
And like I said, people, it's not like only straight men go into the bathroom, to try to, rape little girls.
Well, not to say that hasn't happened.
No, I'm saying, though, it's like you're not preventing anything by making this law because you're not going to have somebody checking your birth certificate at the door.
Hey, I'm all for having the third option bathroom because, for me,
That's
it's just going to keep us in
idea.
business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's build bathroom number 3, and we'll keep the construction industry flowing.
Speaking of construction, we have some questions from some listeners that I think you might want to answer.
Okay. Let's do it.
Hit it.
When helping people with their homes, they call Skip Bedell.
You want to avoid a headache and save money, he's the man to talk to. Skip Bedell.
Well, this isn't really construction related. Howie Turgle asked, why is it when I fart, it's unpleasant, but when she farts, it's a giggle fest?
Wait, I thought
That's just like
I
us.
thought girls don't fart. It's like it's poofs, right? Or like, oh god.
Yeah.
Those are actually worse than the noisy ones.
They are, actually. They smell.
Yeah, sometimes they're like really like nasty.
Yeah. It's more like in this household, when you fart, it's unpleasant, but when I burp,
oh, good God.
it's funny.
That's like, it's inhuman. I don't even know how that comes out of you.
I don't either.
You can't even imagine the sounds that come out of Allison Bedell.
I am an animal. Yeah. Yeah, we don't have an answer for you. I think we both think all farts are funny.
Wait, so when he does it, it's disgusting? She's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's gross.
But when
And
she
then-
farts, it's funny.
Yeah, and then she giggles, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All farts are funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's like the funniest sound on the planet.
Yeah. Skip oh my God, he loves farts. They make him laugh. He downloads an app and listens to other people's farts, and he just laughs and
But
laughs.
I record all of my own, too.
Yes,
So I can
yes.
play the back and
Yes,
crack
and we
up.
name them. Yes.
It's very
I
funny.
have a phone full of farts.
Smell it.
Okay.
It's the giggle fest. I like that.
Yeah.
At least they're having fun with it.
Luke Barazan said, what is Skip's favorite body part to train? He's not a homo. He would just like to know.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as he's not a homo.
You had to throw that in.
Thanks for throwing that in there, Luke. Okay. Well, I spend a lot of time on. I like shoulder. I like doing shoulder stuff. Definitely shoulder exercises, back traps, and I don't know.
He said part, not parts.
My favorite part out of all of them. I don't know. There's
I think you like your biceps.
There's like the push.
You like the gun show.
Yeah. I'd like to spend some time on.
You got like a nice baseball in there. It's a really good ball. I like it.
I got a little one down here too.
Yeah, the forearm. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess probably my arm day is probably my favorite day of the week in the gym cycle. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the gym. I love going to the gym. That's like my therapy.
Yeah.
You know, that's my me time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some girls like to go to the spa. Some guys like to play golf. I like to go to the gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Keep your ass in shape.
Right.
Keep my man looking good.
Exactly.
David Fatty said, with the success of Catch a Contractor, how are you and Skip handling living coast to coast?
It's been interesting.
Yeah.
The travel thing has been it's been definitely challenging.
Yeah,
and
the
interesting.
suitcase living blows, though. I mean, like, I hate the suitcases.
You
That's
know,
the
like
one thing.
the first year, it was cool. It was like a novelty.
The first time we went to California, we brought 10 giant suitcases.
Well, we were also going there for months and months. So it's like, and the production company also said, well, just bring everything and we'll sort it all out. Because,
No, the wardrobe person said bring everything.
Yeah, so, we get some wardrobe that they get at the beginning of each season of filming a new season of the show. But also, we just really wear a lot of. I mean, I'm wearing clothes that I work in every day. So I'm not wearing like any fancy outfits. For me, it's like a black T-shirt or a blue T-shirt.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was just ridiculous how much clothes that I brought.
Oh my God, you brought
and
like,
different shoes and boots and jeans and.
The travel thing definitely it wears on you, and that's why I think after like season 1. We went back and forth a lot. I think we flew like 30-something times.
I think the flying and the travel
Just during that
gets
season.
easier. I think that part gets easier because you get used to it. You get used to the long flight. You get used to the drive to the airport. You get used to the time change. It definitely gets easier when you do it a lot. But living out of a suitcase blows. That's the part that I don't like.
The time change is a little rough, though, because it really does take you a couple of days to adjust to that jet lag.
It was
and if
actually
you're flying
easier for
back
me.
and forth like 2 and 3 times a week, you don't have the time to adjust.
I think it was harder for you because you didn't fly back and forth as much as I did.
Right.
And for me, it became irrelevant what time it was. It was just as long as I got sleep at some point.
Yeah.
Whether it be on the plane or during the day or in the middle of the night, whatever. If I got sleep, my body got totally used to not having an actual time zone.
Yeah.
So that was fine. But
the traveling, I mean, you definitely get used to it.
yeah, and then you buy 2 of everything so that you can like have some there and have some here,
Right.
so you don't have to keep taking it with you. And
So we stay in a place in Venice Beach when we're out there in California. So you wind up getting like doubles of everything, and you just leave a lot of stuff there.
yeah.
So if we're traveling back and forth a couple times in a week or in a month, it's like, it's just too much shuffling.
Yeah.
And then we do that one big move, each season.
Yeah.
Where that's like, all the moving boxes and all that stuff. And
Yeah, we don't check big bags anymore when we go back and forth. We only do that in the beginning and then ship them back home at the end because it's like to wait
just too
for that.
much.
Oh God, you want to get the fuck out of the airport.
Oh, God.
As soon as you land, it's like I'm out of here.
Yeah, when you have like 8 suitcases, it's
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah, it's like you just take the shit you got with you, you walk outside, you get your cab or whatever, and your car picks you up and you go.
I found like, after a couple seasons went by, it was just easier. I stayed out there for most of the time. And it was just, I kind of just like moved my stuff out there. And you were traveling back and forth. The first season I couldn't do that because I had a lot of work booked and we were supposed to film, for like 6 to 8 weeks. And it was like 5 months.
And it's really hard, the house too, though, because you're over there and I'm here alone at the house, but I'm also I can't get some things done because I need you for some things. And then I can't also
You need me for everything.
I do.
Yeah, you need me for everything. And you realize how much you need your man.
I didn't need that to realize it.
Oh, all right.
I couldn't get my gardening done because I wasn't there to seed on time, and I couldn't get my watering done because I didn't want to leave the hose on because we had a hose break a couple of years when we did the pilot. We came home and one of the hoses burst and it flooded out our basement.
That was great.
Yeah, so it was like a lot of shit at home gets neglected because of that as well. It fucks up your home life in a big way.
Yeah. Definitely, the back and forth thing is something that takes a while to get used to. But
Yeah.
I think we managed to do it pretty well.
Yeah, we did it.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the next question? Oh, Johnny Calderon asked, what are Skip's go-to shoulder exercises for growth?
Oh. Well, okay. I have a series of them, and I change them up because my shoulders tend to get sore. I have kind of like not really tendonitis, but I get like inflammation in them. So I try to change it up rather than drilling the same things all the time. But definitely front and side raises, dumbbell. Definitely military presses. I like to do the seated machine also with the lateral raises, with the actual machine raise. It's different
He's
from...
demonstrating for you right now the way that it looks when he does it.
Yeah, it's kind of like flapping your wings. There's a bunch of great videos, actually. I go online all the time, always looking at people that, that compete and stuff to see, because everybody always has tips and new things they're trying and stuff. So I actually find a lot of really cool stuff on Instagram. I have a great trainer out in Gold's Venice Beach where I train most of the time. Pedro Barone, he trains with all the pros out there, Glass and all the professional trainers. So I picked up a lot of really cool tips along the way and stuff that when you thought you knew all the the major movements that you need to know, and then every time I work out with someone different out there, they show me something I had no idea. It just oh yeah, all you need to do is rotate your arm or just change your angle of lift, just the slightest little bit, and it changes up the whole motion. And guys that compete in these competitions, they really have figured out the science of sculpting muscles. So. Yeah, to answer your question, I guess I tend to stick to the basics on a lot of other exercises, but with the shoulders, I try to really change it up, and definitely free weight, but also a lot of cable and a lot of machines. So it's kind of hard to demonstrate.
It's a big muscle. You have to work the front, the middle, and the back of it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of exercises.
I find that the hardest thing to develop on me is the rear delts, where they connect to your back. So. That I have to spend a lot of time working on, and I've definitely been able to build that up along with my traps.
Yeah. You know what exercise is really good, and it's such a bitch though. Flies.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the best for your chest.
You gotta make sure you have a good belt on when you do those.
Yeah. So if you can imagine doing flies and now do it with facing down. Right, so you're basically
you can get in the back.
Yeah, so it's basically for your real delts. And if you do it kind of leaning forward, kind of like on a 45-degree angle, then you're getting that upper part of your shoulder and also the real delt. And those dumbbell exercises, the free weights, are really, I think, probably the best, out of everything.
Yeah.
But I always go back to the cables, though. I love doing cable crossovers. I love doing cable pull downs. And also, if you're working on a double cable machine, you can also do front lifts to where you lower the pulleys all the way down to the floor, and then you pull your hands from the lower position all the way up and meet up in the front like this. So it really kind of gets
like this.
Yeah, like this. Well, you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, cable crossovers, cable flies, cable pull downs, and lots of dumbbells. And also what I've been doing, one last thing I found that really is working really well too, one of the many tricks that I learned is get on an incline bench, face down with the bench up at about a 45-degree angle, your belly on the bench, your chin up toward the top of the bench, and you're kind of supporting all your weight on your feet. And use a curling bar and have someone hand you the curling bar with a close grip on the curling bar. And I do about 50 pounds or so, and lift that, both arms to where you're really isolating it, because now you're laying on that inclined bench, so you can't use your body to cheat like you do with curls. You kind of push it with your body and you kind of throw it up a little bit. When you're on that inclined bench and you do that forward lift. With a curling bar, you're doing both arms at the same time, but it really
that's
isolates.
Hard too, because that's a much smaller muscle. The front of the shoulder is a smaller part.
Yeah, right in here.
Yeah, it's small compared to the rest of the meat on your shoulders.
Yeah. You can also do them standing without the bench. Just take a curling bar and hold it like you're going to curl it, and lift it straight up. Start it down at your thighs and lift
Keep
it.
your arms straight.
Yeah, lift it straight up so you're not cheating it with your elbows. You're keeping your arms straight. And lift it up till it's about as high as your chin, to where your arms are pretty much perpendicular to your body, parallel with the ground. Hold it for about a half a second, and then drop it back down. And the key is always holding it, always that hold and flex.
Yeah.
That hold and flex on any exercise is really what's going to make the difference, rather than just that constant motion.
Yeah. You have to stop at the top, hold it for a second, and then bring it back down.
One more thing that I really like to do also is hang on a piece of machinery with one arm and extend my body out almost like I'm hanging out off the machine, like at a 45-degree angle, so my whole body is tilted, and then do dumbbell raises.
With the other hand.
With the other hand. So hold on to a piece of machinery, put your feet close to the machinery.
But don't swing the weight up.
And lean
Use
all
your
the
muscle to
lean all
control
the way
it.
out with your feet up against the piece of machinery. So whatever type of big machine in the gym that you can anchor yourself on, hold on to it and lean your body out about a 45-degree or 50-degree or so, and then do your cable. Your dumbbell lifts, and start down kind of like behind your hamstring and pull it all
You
the
don't
way
need to
up.
demonstrate to me. I know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm showing it. I'm showing it.
You don't have to show me shit.
Yeah.
You did every exercise.
I'm flapping my wings
I
over
know,
here.
he's
I'm
doing
getting ready to
everything.
fly away.
Oh, my God. All right, well, I'm going to move forward. I wanted to remind everybody about our friend Anthony Camel. He owns Forever Faithful Diamonds, and it's not just diamonds, though.
He's awesome.
He makes custom jewelry in addition to being a gemologist and a engagement ring specialist. He makes jewelry of any kind, which means that if there's something that you want that you can't find that you got to have, he will make it for you.
Guys, if you're looking to pop the question for that special lady and you want to do something really different, you don't want something that you see, like all your friends or everybody's getting engaged and they all look like they have the same type of design in their rings. Everybody's getting the diamond with a whole outside course of diamonds around the outside. To me, like every engagement ring looks the same now. And that's why when I had yours made, same thing. I wanted something totally different. I picked out everything. I've changed, just kind of designed the whole thing as we went. That's exactly what he does. He will make you a one-of-a-kind ring that when you give that special someone that ring, there's not going to be anyone else out there that has that.
Yeah, and that's also, it means so much more when you have something made special for that person. But in addition to that, if there's any other kind of jewelry that you want that you can think of, he can make it, and he'll make it for you. And the best part about him making something for you is that if you don't like it and it's not what you thought it would be, he will give you all of your money back, your deposit, everything, which means you have absolutely nothing to lose by having him create something that you love. So if you want to get in touch with him, you can go to foreverfaithfuldiamonds.com, or you can call him at 949-463-0635.
He's actually a great guy to talk to. I was on the phone with him the other day. I was asking if he could make me a gold and diamond-crusted claw hammer.
Somehow I don't believe that.
No, he said anything. He said I could make anything. Dude, I got it. I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hang it from like a big Mr. T rope chain.
Okay.
Yeah. Full-size framing hammer, gold and diamond-crusted.
Okay, moving on.
He told me he could do it.
Jesse Coker said he wants to know the best way to set fence posts so that they don't move.
You need to use the Sackcrete grasshopper. Go to your local building store, Home Depot, wherever it is that you buy all your stuff, and Sackcrete makes they make a Quickcrete, I think, sack.
It's with a SAKRETE.
They make a 50-pound bag and an 80-pound bag. It comes with the gravel, everything that you need already mixed in, so you don't have to do any mixing. Now, what you want to do, you want to get yourself a post hole digger. And the key to getting posts to stay in place is dig a deep enough hole. A lot of people only dig a hole like a foot or 2 feet. You want to dig that hole at least 3 feet, as far down as you can get it. 3 foot is a good place to start, even a little deeper if you can get it. And you want to dig it about double the size of the post itself. So if you're using a 4x4 post, you need that hole to be at least 8 inches to 10 inches in diameter. Sounds like a big hole, but you're going to be able to get a lot of concrete.
He said hole.
Really? You're going to be able to get a lot of concrete in there. So What I like to do is actually pour the bag of Saccrete right into the hole and mix it in the hole. But what you should do first is pour a little bit of it in, about a quarter of it into the hole. Put some water down in there with a hose. Don't over wet it. You want to get it just to where it turns into a nice mix, and get a little bit down on the base. Then take your post and set it down in that, so there's actually some of that Saccrete material below the post. That's important, because if you have it only around the sides and you don't get any underneath, the post can push down into the soil again and it can loosen up. So you want to have the whole post completely surrounded, including the bottom. Then after you get the post down into that, then pour the rest of your mix down around the post, and you can mix it with. I use usually like a piece of 1x material, like 1x2 or a 2x2, kind of like a spindle that you'd see like on a deck rail, something that's thin that'll be able to get down all the way around the post. So pour a little bit of the mix in, add some water, and keep mixing it. Keep stirring it up and down. Add a little more until you get that whole bag in there. You want to get the concrete all the way up to the level of the top of the hole, but not up too high up above it. You want to be able to get it so you can actually get it up a little bit above the hole and then kind of mushroom it down. So when water comes down that post, you don't want it to sit inside that hole or have it concave. You want it to kind of, be able to get out down toward the ground again. So bevel it down toward the ground. But the main thing is you want to mix that while the post is in there and keep setting it. And then as it gets hard, tamp it in. Tamp it in with that mixer and make sure it's really packed down in there hard. And that will give you a really good, well-set post. But make sure it's at least 3 feet. That's the key.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Bobby
Is that
Peterson.
exciting stuff or what?
No.
Yeah, setting a post in a hole.
You know about that.
That's exactly what we'll be doing when this podcast is over. Minus the concrete.
Bobby Peterson asked if it's cheating if a man masturbates. My answer to that is yes, if you're doing it with someone else's hand.
But definitely no.
But definitely no if you're using your own.
Yeah, no. That's supposed to happen.
Yeah, who cares about that?
No, I can't imagine how anybody would see that.
People do, though,
Oh,
People
really?
do. Oh, yeah, remember I told you my ex didn't want me to have a vibrator.
Ah,
Like, yeah.
She's like, oh, no, you're going to be doing that with me.
Right.
Right.
Meanwhile, I didn't get any.
Listen, I'm no sex therapist, but I can tell you that I think it's really important to be in touch with yourself. No, you need to. I mean, listen, nobody knows how you like it better than you. So if you get in touch with that, if you get in touch with what you like, it's very easy for you to then relay that to your partner. So if you're not in touch with your own, sense of feelings and what it is that you like, I mean,
And then you also don't have to rely on somebody else to do what you can do for yourself. Sometimes your partner's not in the mood.
There you go.
Sometimes it's just not going to happen.
Sometimes that's the way it is.
Yeah, so just do it for yourself.
Sometimes you just got to rub one out.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I can't see how that would be cheating. No. No.
We have so many good questions here. I want to save some actually for the next episode because there's a lot more questions. And
Really?
And I want to hit them all.
Hit them.
Yeah, I definitely want to hit them all. I'm just rifling through them right now. But we're gonna need to cut it off because it's really late, and Skip started recording with me really late because he was working on that fucking shed.
I gotta build stuff, man. I can't help it.
Some of us have to get up early for work in the morning.
Yeah, I had to build a loft in the shed today. If any of you have a shed, like a tool shed or any type of, like storage shed, there's so much wasted space up in the gable, up in the rafters.
That means up high.
Yeah, between where the top plate and up in the ridge, where the roof starts to angle up toward the ridge, all that space is all wasted space. So everything from 6-7 feet and above is wasted space. So I just built a loft in ours today on both sides of it. Basically 2 giant shelves, for lack of a better word, on either side of the shed.
It made a lot more space.
It's like
to
a
store
second
things.
floor in there,
Yeah.
right? So all the stuff that was now down on the floor. I mean, you could do this in your garage as well.
If you lived in the shed, that would be the place where you'd want to sleep.
Yeah, a lot of people actually do this in their garage as well. They build a lofts, kind of,
Yeah,
like a big shelf, really, because all the stuff that's on the floor that's cluttering up the shed or the garage, where you can't get your mower in, you can't get your tools in, whatever, you can't get your car in the garage. God knows, a lot of people can't even park their car.
I'm going to post that table saw and the bicycle on Facebook to see if somebody wants to buy it, because we're selling some shit.
We're selling lots of stuff. I'm selling lots of shop tools and stuff, table saw, miter saws, also the drill presses, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, if you want to own a Skip-a-Dell original tool.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
You need to look at our shit on Facebook, because we need to get rid of some of this shit. We just got too much.
I have tons and tons of machines, a lot of which I don't use because I constantly update and get newer and other stuff. And it's like I have like 3 or 4 of everything. So I need to I need to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah, you got 2 table saws to get rid of.
I do. Yeah.
You know, some of the questions that we didn't hit, they're good ones actually. We got some really good juicy ones. Yeah, and I want to spend some time on them on the next episode because they're good ones. Thank you guys so much who did respond to our question for questions to participate with the podcast.
Yeah, I love it when everybody's asking.
I know,
cool
and then
questions.
there's some good different ones. It's not just about home improvement. So we got some good juicy ones.
Get some awesome feedback, and people really seem to like the stuff that we're putting out there, and they give us some really good questions.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's just some sort
Why?
of it's like a geometric shape kind
you're
of.
doodling. What, you're using all the ink?
Yeah, I have. We've already been through this. I need to be doing things.
You've been shaking up the table the whole fucking time.
I need to doodle.
Like you have to demonstrate lifting weights. You have to
need
demonstrate
draw
digging a
stuff.
hole.
I need to demonstrate how I lift weights. Everything has to.
And you're shaking up the table. If this podcast has
shake
crackling
you up
in
when
it,
you
it's
turn
going to
this
be
thing off.
all your fault. It's like you're just moving everything the whole time.
That's what I do.
I'm going to get the karaoke microphone, and we'll use the big stand.
I'm very busy.
You're too busy. You're distracting me. I'm going to get the big microphone on the one that goes on the floor.
Right.
The one that's like 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
And you can sit and talk into that and don't touch the fucking table anymore.
I'm not allowed to touch anything?
No, because I'm afraid that you're going to loosen up with the connections and screw up the podcast.
Okay, Mom. All right. So thanks, everybody, for coming back this week.
You know what,
and
you
with
guys?
that... What?
Don't forget, you guys. Listen to this shit. Tell a friend.
I'm going to start doodling again.
Stop. Please tell a friend. Like if you're digging what you hear, you can tell a friend. Tell them which episode you liked. Have them listen to that episode. Have them get a taste of it. But also make sure spread the love. Make sure that you go to our Amazon link on our website, hammernailspodcast.com. Because we know that you all shop at Amazon.
Everybody shops at Amazon.
Everybody shops at Amazon.
Lord knows you do. There's like a pile of boxes
every
here.
single day. So if you go to the thing on our website and you drag it up to your bookmark bar, you can just click on that easily every time you go to shop at Amazon, and it'll really help us out a lot.
Now I am drawing stick figures and faces.
And not only is that on our website, but we also have a PayPal subscription link. If you guys wanted to please help us out and support the podcast, help us pay towards the cost of it, because it is expensive to maintain the podcast on these servers. You can go on to the website, click on to give us some support, show us some love. We would really appreciate it. That helps us out a lot. Thank you to those who have already done that. We are very grateful. And
thanks for coming back every week. We really appreciate it, and all the great feedback you guys have given us.
We love you guys. You guys are really the best. We get so much nice feedback from you online, and we really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. So
yeah, we do.
Thank you so much.
We will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.